So lately, through what has happened most of the summer, from the middle of July till the middle of August, I realized that it's better to leave some people behind, some relationships behind, in order for you to have peace. And this comes from a person that has like a lot of fixed signs. I don't like letting go. I don't like letting go of people, places, things. But what I have learned lately, because I've been giving a lot of my jewelry out, a lot of my clothes out. I have started selling a lot of things on Vinted. I realized that those things were also big reflections of my inner world. Like, I was keeping jewelry I was barely even wearing. I was just keeping it for the rare occasion. I was just keeping it for, you never know. Or I just like this. And I never ended up wearing any of these things. And as I was just giving this out to people, I realized that, oh my gosh, like, all those things reflect people I used to have in my life, because I was just so used to having them. They were just so familiar, and it was just like, oh, like, whatever. It's easier to have friends than to go and make and create ones, right? And create new relationships and new connections. And as I was seeing my jewelry, picking out some very few jewelry pieces, I realized, like, that's what I was doing with my life. I was keeping useless things, and now I don't mean that in a bad way, but sometimes people, places, and things may be useless. I'm a Capricorn rising, and as I grow older, I tend to realize that our time and our energy and our money is the most valuable and vital thing that we can have in this life. And if we do waste it on just random and useless things, that is just going to make us not live the life that we wanted. So if we want to have like valuable time and valuable life, we need to have things that we truly do value, and things that make us feel valuable also at the same time, right? Like, we need to value the things that we have, but the things need to also value us. Like, we need harmonic energy, reciprocation of this energy. Otherwise, it's a waste of time a lot of times. So I've learned that a lot of people just turned their back on me, and that in the past would have thrown me off the hook, and would just made me feel so sick, and it made me feel sick to my stomach. I'm still dealing with that, but the thing is, now I understand that it's all every direction, because like, that's a sign from universe, and I cannot see it any other way, because I've seen how it is when I do not listen to the universe signs. I had this terrible traumatic trip in Egypt back in April, and that made me realize what happens when we do not hear the signs of the universe. So yeah, a lot of people are not here with me, and they're not meant to be on the next plane and train with me, and that's okay. And what I have realized is that I do not have to over explain or even explain myself why I'm no longer friends with some people, why we don't have any connections, like, because it's like, in the past I would have, for so many of my relationships, especially friendships, I used to, and even my family relationships, I really used to how to say this, I was really used to like have a talk, right? Like, try to explain, trying to understand, trying to make peace, trying to fix something. But then I realized, like, none of that needs to happen. You know why? Because relationships should suppose, because if you are the only person that cares for this one thing, for this one relationship, it's not worth fighting for. And let me tell you why. Because if you only put the effort and the energy and the time to make to make a misunderstanding be understood, to make a relationship work, I don't know, like to give space to people, to be there for people, that is not a reciprocated energy. And I mean, like, you can love people and they don't have to love you back, right? But at the same time, that is not good for you. Because, like, this amount of energy you put into relationships and people that do not show up the way you show up, you can put it into relationships with people that can really show up for you. Like, what if they do? So I guess I'm really tired because it's like, I was this type of person back, and even some months before, I was trying to make other people understand. I was trying to leave some people off good and well and explain my place and why I'm going to drop them off my life. And I realized, especially the past month, that you know what? No, I don't. No, I don't need to make anyone understand. If they self-reflect on themselves, if they know themselves, and if they always check on themselves, they'll know themselves. If they don't, then they don't. And that's not my business. It's not my business to teach you how to treat me with respect, with love, with value. That is your job. That is your job. Your job is to do your job whenever it comes to relationship, friendship, family dynamic, whatever that may be. Your thing is to work your way out as the other person works their way out. Okay? But it's not my way to come out of my way to show you how to treat me. Because I have told you time and time again, but it's like some people do not learn by just hearing things. They need to see that. They need to witness that. And when they witness that, it's going to suck for them. But you know what? I have been there. I told you, I try to work things out. I give all my all. I worked my butt off. But you was doing something else. That's not my place and problem anymore. If it went over your head or if you just wanted to unsee it, it's your shit. And if you keep doing that, then every relationship is going to be like that. So I'm not sorry. You know why? You did this to yourself. A lot of people just do it to themselves. They just sabotage a good thing because they don't know how to keep a good thing. But also they haven't learned how to work, how to keep a good thing. And I have learned to sabotage myself, but I'm trying to relearn that. And I will no longer tolerate people just because I used to know them, just because they helped me. Fuck that. You give help to people you love because you want that, because you love the people. You do not give help just because someone is going to be indebted to you. If you do that, then you do not know the real meaning of help. And if any person in your life ever come to you that has helped you and ask for, I don't know, like the same energy back just because they were there for you, fuck them. The real people who help you are not trying to get that shit back, No. When someone is helping you, is because they do that from their heart. If they're not doing that from their heart, then doesn't matter. And I'm not saying, these people was given and you always taken, but I'm just saying, like, if you need help on some matter and I have all the heart, all the time and energy in the world to do that, there's no reason for me to ask that back, because maybe I don't want it now, but maybe when I need to. And if you can do that, that'll be great. But we do not force help, as we do not force love. If you force someone to love you or to help you or to give you back, then that's not love. And that's not coming from the heart. That's forced. And the forced thing is going to make you feel bad after a little while. And I know that because most of my life I have been forcing things to happen, because people just telling me, I just I just cannot do that for you. But I just didn't want to listen. But it was until the summer that I realized, like, hey, some people help others and they do that from their heart. Some people say they'll help you and they never do. And that's on them. That's on them. But it's really all about understanding when someone is helping you for just because they do that from their hearts, and when someone just wanna play or show nice. So yeah, and it's also all about understanding, not forcing things. If people truly like you and love you and value you, will show up. If they won't, if they won't show up, that means they never were truly there. It was just words. Learn to hear actions, not words. And stop over explaining yourself and stop feeling bad for when people help you that you need I don't know, like repay that shit back. No, people do what they do because of their pure hearts. If you do not do that out of your pure heart and you want to repay, you'll never get that back. Mother effer.